Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Saturday, May 4th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ORION NWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some Saturday afternoon/evening baseball. Seattle Mariners versus the Houston Astros. Game 2 in the set. First pitch is going to be here in about 10 minutes. So let's cue the music, take a look at the thumb, and get into the starting lineups. Let's get it. And on the thumb, on the left, we got our ace, Logan, Walter, Gilbert. And on the right, you know who it is, Alex Bregman. Let's go. Very questionable starting lineup with no Josh Rojas at third. Scott Service hopefully can get some structure in this lineup. But if Rojas Hollywood hasn't proven himself to be an everyday player yet, I don't know what else he needs to do. So I don't know if this is going to be our strongest lineup. Definitely see some question marks here, but we'll hopefully find out that maybe the hitting and pitching can match the effort today after losing the first game yesterday. Leading off for the Seattle Mariners, shortstop Demo Dylan Moore. Batting second, playing center field, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Pridence up. We're going to need you today. Batting third, playing second base, Jorge Polanco. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Batting fifth, playing first base for Seattle, Ty France. Batting sixth and playing right field for the Mariners, Mitch Haniga. Batting seventh, catching for Seattle, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting eighth and playing third base tonight, Luis Urias. And batting ninth, playing left field for the Mariners, Sam Haggerty. And on the mound for the Mariners, our ace, Logan Gilbert. Let's go, baby. Logan's got a 2-0 record with a 2.03 ERA. Let's go, Mariners. And now let's get into the starting lineup for the Houston Astros. Leading off for the Astros, playing second base, Jose Altuve. Batting second, playing right field, Kyle Tucker. Batting third for Houston, playing left field tonight, Jordan Alvarez. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, third baseman, Alex Bregman. Batting fifth, playing shortstop for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Batting sixth, DHing tonight, Yanier Diaz. Batting seventh, playing first base, John Singleton. Batting eighth, playing center field, Joey Loperfido. And batting ninth, catching tonight for the Astros, Victor Caratini. And on the mound for Houston, 1-0 record with a 2.60 ERA, Framber Valdez. This is going to be tough. There might not be a whole lot of hits and runs until after the sixth inning, unless, a few different hitters can find a little bit of a groove against Framber Valdez and Logan Gilbert. Let's go. I am ready. Matt in the building. What's good? Let them know. Let's get to 100 in donos. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. And we always try to get to 20 likes and 100 in donos on every stream. Odin's son with a 20 when I ended up watching Backlash in France. And let me tell you, I have watched 1,000 different wrestling shows in my lifetime. And the crowd in France might have been the best one I have ever seen in my entire life. And it was the first time in 40 years, the first time ever a live WWE pay-per-view has been to France, and that crowd absolutely killed it. They only had 5 matches on the card, but let me tell you, that crowd was singing word for word on every entrance theme. I've never seen that before. Usually you'll see it for maybe a song like Cody Rhodes, but that's it. Or maybe Chris Jericho with like Judas. But to hear them sing out word for word with Kevin Owens, word for word with Randy Orton, and then just to be able to hear the chanting and the singing and the vibing throughout the whole 4 hours, I was shocked. I have never seen anything like that. I've seen a few crowds that are a little bit close, like in Canada when they go to Calgary, or if they go overseas to like Australia or Germany. But I wish that the United States crowd could be like that. But again, we're spoiled. We get a lot of WWE pay-per-views here in the States, as well as Monday Night Raw, NXT, as well as SmackDown. And if we can learn anything from watching that pay-per-view, that French crowd was absolutely lit. It was amazing. I'm definitely going to rewatch it again, even though I already watched it and finished it a couple hours ago. Odin's son with a 20 when I was watching the WWE pay-per-view. It started at 10 a.m., so I watched it with Paisley, but I didn't stream it. But if I knew that French crowd was going to be as lit as they were, I would have woke up extra early to do that pay-per-view. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. $20 dono from Odin's son from that WWE Backlash pay-per-view. Let's go, baby. Megan in the building. How are you? Yeah, that's quite a score. That is quite a score that you got there in the show. Let's go, baby. I am ready. And this game is on Fox, so it is a global broadcast. So if you are looking, for links and whatnot, and that will be on for obviously basic cable, if you got Dish or DirecTV, or a number of other streaming platforms. Let's go. And like I say on every show, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health the best way that you can. Addiction, depression, anxiety. I've gone through these things personally myself. And it's definitely tough to be able to get out of the darkness. But if you can start to notice some of those triggers that start to put you down into a negative path, once you can recognize those and look yourself in the mirror and reflect, at that point, if you can make the proper adjustments, you can climb out of that darkness a lot sooner than later. Exercising, getting some fresh air, spending time with pets, being somewhere positive like the NWSF, or even cutting back on partying and drinking as much as you were in the past, and maybe just checking on the diet a little bit and maybe eating a little less fast food. And you'd be really surprised on those little slight adjustments, how they can make you feel a lot happier and a lot healthier. Big facts. Let's go, baby. Seattle Mariners versus who? The Houston Astros. First pitch is going to be here in just 1 second. And we were in firm control yesterday. And then once the bullpen went in, everything went to all hell. And I'm hoping that we can find a way to get a little bit of payback, considering we are in first place right now and the Astros are sitting in fourth place. But it didn't matter when we ended up losing 5-3. GG to the Stros. But today, this game is ours. We have to make sure we find a way to win. It's the best in the 3-game set, and then we end up playing tomorrow. And on tomorrow's game, I'm going to be taking the day off because it's on at 11. So I'll be watching that with Paisley. And then we got NASCAR Cup Series Kansas at noon. So this will be the last stream until Monday. And on tomorrow's matchup that I'm going to watch but not stream, we got Bryce Miller on the mound, 3-2 with a 2.04 ERA, going against Hunter Brown, who's 0-4 with a 9.78 ERA. So we should have a good opportunity to win tomorrow if everything goes smoothly. But again, we got to get today taken care of so we can end up winning the series. And if we end up winning today and tomorrow and win 2 out of 3 against the Stros, that will be the 6th straight series that we've won all the way dating back to the Cincinnati Reds when we called up Jonathan Clase. Let's go. Let me throw up a couple photos up here for my boy, even though I know he's probably not in the room right now since he donated earlier. But let me throw up a little Kevin Owens, a little Randy Orton. See if I can find some Backlash. See if it'll let me here. Will it let me? We'll find out. Look for some Randy Orton as well. Looks like they're just about to start. So some of these are formatting and some of them are not. So I think I might have to wait. See if I can get at least this Randy Orton to come up. Ah, man, it's being difficult today. Maybe I have to go Chiefs instead for my boy until I get these formatted. Let's see what we got here. Let me throw up a little Patrick Mahomes real quick. All right, Demo, getting it started. All right, I'll have to format these photos once we end up going to a commercial break since I figured it was going to come up a little bit quicker, but sometimes that happens. Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop, Demo Dylan Moore. Let's go, baby. Bring that electricity. Let's go, baby. Pitches outside. 1-0 count. Top of the first. 1-1. Not yet. 0-0. Marinez and Astros. And hopefully we can get a run apiece early and often. So that way this could be pretty competitive. But, based on these pitchers, it wouldn't surprise me if it ends up being 0-0 all the way up to the 5th or 6th inning. Just based on how these pitchers have been wheeling and dealing as of late. But you never know. It just depends if any of these hitters can get into a little bit of a groove. And I'm hoping that we can. Let's go. Questionable starting lineup for Scott Service, but hopefully we can figure it out. Let's go, baby. We're at 20. Let's get to a hundo. And let's smash that like button as well and see if we can get to 10 as soon as possible and then move forward to 15. Pitches low and inside. 3-1 count. Let's go. 8-0 at the end of the first. Man, that is a beatdown. And I appreciate Megan and Matt helping out with the Twitter/X. Pitches on the corner, and he walked him. Let's go. And Matt, if you can do the like and the retweet on the live stream as well, like Megan did, I'd appreciate that, as well as anyone else that's watching right now on Twitter/X. Let's go. Let's go, baby. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. The closer we get to 10 and the faster we get to 10, then we can work on getting to 20 or 25. Top of the first, 0-0 Mariners and Astros. 0-1 count, runner at first with Demo with the walk. Oh, did that hit Julio? Oh, it got him. Here we go. Great start for the Mariners. Runners at first and second with no outs. I don't got to worry about Julio popping out, grounding out, or striking out. Hell, if he just wants to get hit on the foot off of one bounce, we'll take that. What an easy hit by pitch, and it didn't cause any injury. Demo at second, Julio at first. Next up, switch hitter, second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Jorge. Great start for the Mariners here. Now just don't get into a double play, and maybe we can get a run or two early. I was not expecting Framber Valdez to be this shaky early on. I figured he was just going to come out uber focused and start to kind of dominate the Mariners here at home. But this is nice. I like the start so far. a little hesitant, a little on edge. And as long as we can capitalize on some base hits here, hopefully we can get some RBIs and some home runs sooner than later. Right up the middle, double play, got one. Damn, and got two. That's what happens. Dylan Moore goes to third. Big double play for Polanco. Unfortunate there, but at least we have a chance to get possibly an RBI before we get out of this inning. Next up, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Let's go, Miach. Be electric. I know you can. Let's go. He's got some good movement, Framber Valdez, on that curveball. Looks like it's going to be ball, and then all of a sudden late curving in. I see you. Ahead of the count, 0-1 on Garv. Top of the first, 0-0. Demo runner at third base. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1 count. Let's go. Daniel in the building, Megan in the building, Matt in the building. How are you guys? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. May the 4th be with you. 1-1 pitch from Valdez to Garv. Pitch is low and outside of the zone. 2-1 count. It's been a very, very rainy day out here in Oregon. A little miserable, but I got to check out the new Oregon Duck raincoat windbreaker that I ended up getting from my dad on the birthday, and I've used it a couple times already, and it works fucking great. Big swing and a miss. Behind in the count now, 2-2. But got the duck, obviously sweats matching and everything. Paisley's got the duck vest with the leash. So we're going to be the only ones really out there in the rain, grinding it out. But again, we need to get our exercise to keep our mental health on point. 2-2 pitch from Valdez, called time. Let's go. Appreciate you, Matt. Appreciate you, Megan. Shout out to WWE after we had Triple H take over for Vince. I mean, the camera angles have been better. The matches have been better. The crowds have been better. It's been must-see TV if you're a wrestling fan. Big facts. 2-2 pitch. Chop foul. Yeah, and like I said, it's not like a slight drizzle. I mean, it's coming down pretty hard. 0.3, 0.5. Sometimes 0.8. You already know when anything above a 0.03 in an hour it's coming down. But especially if you get like over an inch, if it's like 1.1, then it's like, yeah, if you don't got a raincoat or an umbrella, I mean, even though we're Oregonians out here, I mean, you'll get drenched, and I don't want Paisley to get sick or hypothermia, because usually we go for 30, 45 minutes, sometimes more than an hour, but I'm not going to make her go out, in the wet, for an hour to get sick. So we usually try to cut back on our walking route, but we definitely did get some good time in. A few miles that we've walked already, probably 4 or 5 already, and then we'll have probably another 1 or 2 before we end today after the stream is over to get that last workout in. 3-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Got him. They leave a runner stranded at third. Let's see who is up now for the Houston Astros. Unfortunate we weren't able to capitalize there. Leading off for the Houston Astros, second baseman Jose Altuve. Batting second, right fielder Kyle Tucker. And batting third, playing left field tonight, Yordan Alvarez. And we've been making some good ground on the subs as well. If you guys have looked in the bottom of the ticker, I usually try to update that every single day. And we're all the way down to just 8 more subs, and we're at 20,200. So we don't got that too far to go to be able to get to 20,200. And then obviously we're just trying to, keep chipping away and plugging away. And then we need roughly 45 to 50,000 views which will take some time, obviously, unless we go viral on like a video or we get into the algorithm. But once we end up getting about 45 to 50,000 more total views, which should take some time, but once we do get that number, we will be hitting 4 million views for the channel overall, which is very exciting. And once we end up hitting that 4 million view mark, whether it ends up being, at the end of this year or next year or even sooner, we'll do some type of cool giveaway for hitting 4 million. Let's go. Let's go, baby. This is going to be a tough series after losing that heartbreaker yesterday. But we got our best pitcher on the mound, Logan Gilbert. So hopefully he can wheel and deal. 10 Ks, that's the standard. And, it doesn't matter if you come from a small school like Stetson, you can still find a way. George Kirby's from Elon. Most people don't know where the hell Stetson or Elon is located. But again, you can find these gems, and I'm really proud of the way that the Mariners have built the pitching staff. Now, we could only, build the hitting staff the same kind of way, then we're in business. Let's go, Logan. Let's get it done. Mariner Moose, I'm going to have him jump up and get down a little early because we need those Ks. Let's go, Logan. Have to bust out the Mariner Moose early here in the first inning. All right, Moose is coming out early. Let's go, Logan. Come on, baby. Moose is on your side early, too. First pitch right down the middle, fouled back from Altuve, 0-1 count. Chop foul, ahead of the count, 0-2. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. I love you and I appreciate you. 0-2 pitch from our boy Walter. Big swing and a miss. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Bringing that fire, bringing that energy. People could say that's premature, bringing the Moose out in the first inning. I don't care. We're going to do it because we need to rally today. First K, first batter for Logan Gilbert. Keep it moving, my guy from Stetson. Let's go. Nice job, Logan. Nasty pitch. Next up for the Astros, one of my favorite players on Houston, even though they're our rival, right fielder Kyle Tucker. He can hit for power. He can end up hitting, just get on base, and he's a great defender in right field, too. Popped up, 2 away. We'll take that. Luis Urias at third base with the pop-up. And next up, left fielder Yordan Alvarez. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the first, 0-0 Mariners and Astros with 2 away. Logan is wheeling and dealing. Alvarez bunts, throw to first. Safe. Wow. What a base hit. Wow, I'm almost shocked right there. You got a guy that is a DH, that is a power hitter, a home run hitter, going for a bunt in the first inning, which is very uncharacteristic of him. Places it right down in between the pitcher and the third baseman and runs it out, even though he's a little bit of a bigger guy, and gets to first safe. What a amazing play by Yordan Alvarez. I wouldn't have expected that in a million years. Wow. Wow. Okay. They're really making us have to go with the strategies here today. Next up, third baseman on the thumb, Alex Bregman. Let's go. Put that tongue back in your mouth, Alex. I can't have you going crazy today either. Let's go. Bottom of the first, runner at first with the bunt, Yordan Alvarez, 2 outs. Gilbert on the mound, Bregman in the box, 204 average, 1 homer, 11 ribbies so far in 2024. Let's go. Pitch is high, 2-0 count. Sarah in the building, how are you? WWE Backlash, did you watch it? I know that me and Odin were talking with each other while we were watching it kind of separately since I wasn't doing a stream on it, but took Paisley for a walk, turned it on, and was absolutely floored by that crowd. That was probably the best crowd I've ever heard on WWE ever. Like, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, pay-per-view, USA, Canada, Germany, Australia, Brazil. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's the first time France has ever had a pay-per-view, and it sounded like it. That was like 40 or 50 years of chanting and singing and just going crazy. And I've never heard a crowd not shut up for the whole 3-hour set. Like, they literally were loud during the whole 3-hour pay-per-view. I have never seen that before. And even though that the card looked a little bland on paper, like the first match and the last match on paper looked good, and the matches in the middle kind of looked like they could be good, but we didn't really know, right? But with that crowd, it made every single match elevated, and I was impressed. Like I said, I've never seen a crowd chant like that, and even though you couldn't understand some of the things they were chanting because it was in French, you kind of got the idea, and then they would do a little American English chants once in a while as well. But I highly recommend, if you're a wrestling fan, to go back and watch WWE Backlash. It was amazing. And again, maybe not all the matches were 10 out of 10, but the environment was like an 11 out of 10. It was incredible. Bottom of the first, runners at first and second with 2 outs. Big swing and a miss. Ahead of the count, 0-1. Let's go. Jason in the building. What's good? What's good, Jason? But I was impressed. Like I said, I had a feeling that the French crowd would be kind of like a Canadian crowd, but they went above and beyond. Because I always kind of felt like the Calgary Canadian crowds, when they have a big pay-per-view, usually they're going to be extra loud for Sammy and Kevin Owens and those type of guys, if they're from Canada or Natty. But again, they haven't had a pay-per-view there ever. So that's like 40 or 50 years built up of being able to, want to see those wrestlers and those amazing professionals. And they should have Backlash there every year in France if it's going to be like that. And I imagine they will get another pay-per-view next year, and they would be stupid not to. You could also tell, with Michael Cole and with Corey Graves, they didn't want to just ultimately say this is the best crowd they've ever heard, but they were pretty much hinting at it, the whole pay-per-view, because you don't want to throw any other crowds under the bus. But it was very clear that they were dumbfounded and shocked on how amazing that crowd was. Crazy, crazy, crazy. End of the first inning, 0-0 Mariners and Astros. Let's go. But I haven't had that much excitement watching a pay-per-view. And there'll be times like when you end up hearing that emotion in crowd, where you feel it from a TV show when it's emotional, or from a movie and they got the dramatic music, or you're watching something like a wrestler get introduced and you hear the love from the crowd. I don't know about y'all, and some of y'all aren't wrestling fans, but some of y'all are, but it'll get you a little emotional and a little teared up to feel that energy that's authentic. And you don't really feel that authenticity anymore. But when you hear passion and energy, that's why I love college football. I love the NFL. And I love, love, love wrestling, because you genuinely feel those emotions. And I just was bamboozled that they were going to sing, word for word for a lot of the intros of the wrestlers, let alone I was surprised that they even knew the words, but we're singing along. And you could definitely tell that all 11,000 fans, they could have had 20 or 30,000, whatever, but to have 11,000 fans in unison, it sounded like it. And I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I was blown away. And, it was so good. I might end up watching it over again later tonight or tomorrow. Big facts. Yeah, the Tamatonga, bro. Yeah, and you already knew there was going to be something going on. But God, the crowd was so great for Kevin Owens and Randy Orton when they first got called out. And then obviously you got, the bloodline there, running their thing. But and you already knew that there was going to be some run-ins or some cheating at some point in the match. But very, very, very entertaining. Let's go. Let's go to the top of the second. Mariners and Astros leading off here at 0. Next up, for the Mariners, first baseman, Ty France. Bryce Miller on the mic. Let's go. First pitch in the zone for a strike, 0-1 count. And then WrestleMania going to be in Vegas next year. Let's go, Ty. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. One pitch from Framber. Pitch is outside, 2-1 count. Let's go, Ty. Let's go, baby. Go. Ty France. There we go. Right down that first base line to the right fielder. There we go. Nice little base knock for Ty France. Nice job, Ty. Next up, right fielder, Mitch Hennigan. Let's go, Mitch. Yeah, you know she'll end up getting the belt at some point or another. That's like a baby Charlotte Flair, in the making. So, has the looks, has, some microphone skills, but definitely the high-flying ability to be athletic like Charlotte Flair. That's the thing that you notice with her. So she'll end up getting her time, but she's going to have to earn it and kind of pay her dues before they give her the belt. But, you can definitely feel that it's coming. And then during the whole Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, tag team. Obviously, we called that even before it happened, before Jade even signed. And then eventually, once they break up and they feud with each other, after they break up the tag team, then they can go one-on-one. So it definitely makes sense for them to be put together, and they are a physical specimen. And I definitely enjoyed their match against the Kabuki Warriors and Damage Control. Pitch in the dirt, wild pitch. Ty France is second. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Mitch. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Let's see how close we are to getting to 10. And then hopefully once we hit 10, we can get to 15 and then 20. And then we're at 20 on the dono side, 88 to go. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. It looks like we have 30 people watching. We got 18 on the YouTube side, 19. So about half of the people on the YouTube side have smashed the like button. The other half have not. So if you can do that for me, that would be greatly appreciated. It'll help with metrics and analytics. Out of the 19 that are watching now, we need one more to get to 10, 6 more to get to 15. That would be greatly appreciated. And then we got another 15, 16 people watching on the Twitter/X side as well. We got 32 in the room, and hopefully as this game goes along, we'll get into the 50s or 60s. Haniger, there we go. There we go, baby. Runners on the corners with no outs. Let's go. No double plays, baby. Nice job, Mitch. Everyone's favorite Miach. Next up, big dumper catcher, Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. GG, Tenda. You guys got us yesterday. Our bullpen was terrible. You guys earned it. And even though you guys are in 4th place, I don't think you're going to be there, the whole year. At the very least, you guys are going to be 2nd or 3rd place with the Mariners and the Rangers as the season goes along. I strongly believe that. So, just kind of an unfortunate start for you guys early on. And of course, Mariner fans are going to be excited that we're ahead of you now. But again, the season is long. We're in 1st place now, but that doesn't mean anything down the road. But hopefully it'll end up being a nice 3-team race between the Mariners, the Rangers, and the Astros. Because I know even though you're struggling now, you're much better than the A's or the Angels. It's just a matter of getting that pitching and hitting to be on the same point in the same game. It's not just one or the other. And we had those struggles in the first 10 or 15 games as well. No pitching, no hitting, no bullpen, or you would only get maybe one of those 3 things. And as you know, in Major League Baseball, you have to have all 3. You got to have hitting, you got to have defense, and you got to have a good bullpen and good closer. So you got to be able to figure things out after the starters go out. Right now, 1-0 Mariners. Let's go. Urias grounded out to third, throw to first. And leaving him stranded is something that we're acclimated to do. We've already hit into 2 double plays already. Hopefully we don't hit into 2 or 3 more. Otherwise, we might end up losing this game, but hopefully we can figure it out. Rodriguez in the building. What's good, my guy? Let me see if I can throw a couple photos up here real quick for my boy. Maybe throw a Kevin Owens photo up here and a Randy Orton. WWE Backlash, France. It was incredible. And it's probably smart that they only did 5 matches, because if they did 2 or 3 more, they probably wouldn't have been good. And it would have brought the overall score down from the pay-per-view. So definitely hit it out of the park. Love me some Kevin Owens. Appreciate you, Odin Son, with a 20. 80 to go to hit the goal. Appreciate you, my guy. All right, let's go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Marinez. Cal Raleigh grounded out into the double play. Shortstop to second to first. France scored. Haniger out at second, and that's what gave us the 1-0. So even though we hit into the double play, we found a way to still get a run. So that's nice. I wasn't expecting that, and hopefully we can keep it moving. Next up for the Houston Astros, DHing this afternoon, Yanier Diaz. Batting second, playing first base, John Singleton. And batting third, center fielder, Joey Loperfido. Let's go, Mariners. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to play out, but I think the way that our pitching staff has been, top 3, top 5, we feel that we can win the division this year. Normally, in years past, we would say there's no way in hell. The Stros are too good, the Rangers are too good, but I feel the way that we've played, we've proven that, even though our hitting is bottom 10, our pitching is top 5, sometimes top 3. So, if we can just get the hitting to be like top 15, that could definitely help elevate us. But I could definitely see us finishing first, second, or third this year, and it just depends on injuries and if we can get the bats to heat up, as well as the bullpen. If the bullpen plays well, we could be as good as first or second place. If the bullpen sucks ass late in the year, then we'll probably finish in third, and if that happens, we may or may not make the playoffs, because we'll probably only have 2 teams come out of the American League West, the winner and then the wild card. So it'll be very interesting as the season goes along. Sarah with $1. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack, bang, bang. Let me know what you want to do for a photo during the commercial break, and I got you. We're at 21:79 to go. Diaz crushes it. Foul. Let's go, Logan. One-two pitch to Diaz. Check swing. Did he go? There we go. Got him, baby. Another punch out for Logan Gilbert. Mariner Moose comes out for that, baby. Jump up, and get down. Let's go. Nice job, Logan. And the goal for Logan on every start will be 10 Ks. He's our ace. He's our best pitcher on the squad this season. George Kirby, hit or miss. Castillo, hit or miss. we feel pretty good with Bryce Miller also with Logan Gilbert. You could say Bryce might be the number 2 this year, but again, we got 4 guys that are pretty close to each other. And then you got the 5-hole with Emerson Hancock, who needs a lot of work. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's terrible. That's what you would expect from a guy in the 5-hole. But again, once we get Brian Wu to take his number 5-hole spot back, I think that's when we're going to elevate. And we got no J.P. Crawford. Matt Brash, our best mid-reliever, hasn't played all year. So there is a reason, why we're sitting where we're at. We have overachieved on the pitching, but again, the hitting has got a long ways to go. One pitch to Singleton. Head to the count, 1-2 for a strike. Let's go. All right, no worries. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Mariners. 1 out, 1-2 count from Gilbert to Singleton. Smoke him. Take him, Walter. Grounder, throw to first, 2 away. Next up, center fielder Joey Loperfido. 4 for 11, 0 home runs, 2 ribbies with a 727 OPS. Walter in the building. What's good? Popped up. There we go. Julio. Nice job. No fly zone. Nice 1-2-3. Second inning for Logan Gilbert. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 0, left fielder, Ham Swaggerty. Let's go, Sam Haggerty. Batting second, 0 for 0 with a base on ball, shortstop, Dylan Moore. And batting third, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, baby. Tridents up. We need you. Get it. Let's see if I can get a Jade Cargill in here real quick. Logan's doing good so far to give us a chance. We blew that game yesterday. WWE Backlash France. Fucking watch it. It was awesome. Still, Jade Cargill has got the look, but as far as like microphone skills and in the ring skills, she's still got a long ways to go. But you can definitely see the potential there. And what a better person for her to work with than Bianca Belair. They're both kind of the similar size. Bianca's a lot more athletic. I don't know if I would say a lot more, but there's moves that Bianca can do that, that Jade Cargill, at least today, we haven't seen her be able to pull off, but maybe she can. But I think that it'll be a nice tag team, and also a good rivalry once they break up the two, and we'll have a good one-on-one. And at that time, we'll see if it ends up being for a belt, or maybe it'll be like a triple threat or something of that nature. So. Yeah, we'll see if Logan, we always shoot for our, starters to go for 10 Ks every game. That's kind of the standard. 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, and then with all of our pitching staff, we shoot for 10 Ks. Will we get to 10? We'll have to wait and see. It all really depends on the groove that they get within the first couple innings, so. But so far, there's been a lot of contact on the baseball on both sides, which is a little surprising. I figured it could be 0-0 all the way to the sixth, and then once the bullpen came in, maybe we would, have a little race in the last 3 innings to, see who could get to 2 or 3 runs to win. But it's always nice to be able to sprinkle in a few hits and a few runs before the 6th inning. Keep everyone interested. Top of the third, 1-0 Mariners. 2-1 pitch from Framber Valdez to Sam Haggerty in the dirt, 3-1 count. Let's go, Sam. Well, he is playing good. It's just, you're not going to win your money in your parlay because you want, six Ks up to this point already? In baseball, it's not going to be something where you're going to be able to get 10 to 12 Ks every single game. So we're not down 5-0 right now, so he's actually playing well. It's just he doesn't have the Ks for you to win money. Throw to first, 1 away. Next up for the Mariners, shortstop, Demo, Dylan Moore. Let's go, Dylan. And I'm still very confused with Scott Service why we're not playing Hollywood Josh Rojas every day at third base. He's been the best player for the Mariners all year, excluding the pitchers, with Logan Gilbert and a few of the others like Bryce Miller. So, when you got a guy that is the only one batting over 300, why the hell are you not playing third base every day instead of doing this platooning bullshit that we're doing with Luis Urias? And also, we don't have Jonathan Clase in the lineup anymore. We sent him down to AAA. And as much as I like Sam Haggerty, I would rather have Jonathan Clase playing right now than Haggerty. I'm glad that Haggerty finally got a chance to get healthy and play his first couple games after missing the first 20 plus, and being injured. But if we're going to actually be honest, who's the better player, Jonathan Clase or Sam Haggerty? It's easily Jonathan Clase. So I don't know what we're doing, but hopefully we can figure it out, and hopefully we don't get onto a losing streak. Otherwise, you will know why. Not having your best players out there every day is going to hurt your chances of beating teams like Houston. Pitch low into the dirt, 2-2 count. Eric in the building. What's good? Popped up. Demo into right field to Kyle Tucker. Easy out. 2 away. Next up for the Seattle Mariners, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. We're expecting big things from you. It's been a tough year. Only 1 home run so far. Can we get number 2 here tonight? Be electric. Julio, chop towards third base. Runs it out. There we go. That's my guy. There we go. Way to show that electricity and way to show that effort instead of being lazy throwing to first base. Now they're going to review it to see if he was actually safe at first or if he was out. Looks like there might be a challenge by Houston. Appreciate that, Eric. Let's go. Trident's up. Oh, they called it foul? You got to be shitting me. Wow. Let him know. What are we at right now? Make sure that we're keeping an update on that number on the likes. And then once we hit 10, we'll shoot for 15, and then hopefully we can get to 20 before the stream ends. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Smash the like button because it'll help us with the algorithm and the metrics. Top of the third, 1-0 Mariners, and we only need a few more subs to get to 20,200. We only needed 8 to get to that number when the stream started today, so I don't know what we're at now. I'll take a quick peek, but hopefully it's less than that at this point. Where are we at? Well, looks like we gained a couple subs. We're 5 away. Appreciate you, Eric. 5 away from 20,200. Let's go. Already gained 3 subs in the matter of 50 minutes. That's a good sign. And we have been gaining more ground with the Mariners streams and the Duck streams and the Kraken streams. So it's nice. I got to do, Pacific Northwest sports, but, obviously NFL will do all the teams. Big swing and a miss on Julio. Got him. Framber Valdez, I see you. All right, Framber. We're not going to be hating on you. Let's take a look at the stat line so far for both pitchers. All right, Framber Valdez, 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 Ks. Came into the game with a 1-0 record, 2.60 ERA. It's up to 2.66. So he's still okay. Framber, I see you. And then let's take a quick peek at Logan Gilbert, a.k.a. Walter. Let's see what we got going on for Gilbert. Gilbert, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, 2 Ks. So, still pacing for maybe 8 at this point. If he can get on a little bit of a roll and get maybe 2 strikeouts in the next couple innings, 2, 2, and 2. And if you can get to that route, you'll be around that 8 mark. But I'm not sure if Houston will allow that. They seem like they're kind of locked in today. But hopefully we can find a way to win this game since they won yesterday after that horrible performance after the starting pitcher went out, George Kirby. The bullpen was absolutely terrible. So hopefully we can find a way. Let's go to the bottom of the third. And make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. We go over this a few times during the stream. Depression, anxiety, addiction. I've gone through all of those things personally. It's really hard to get out. But if you can recognize your triggers and notice when you're going into the darkness and making those adjustments, you can win the day. Big facts. And I always will be a mental health advocate for this channel because I understand how hard it is to be able to get yourself out of the funk. But we always will keep it light and keep it positive here on the NWSF. Big fact. Leading off for the Houston Astros, catching this afternoon, Victor Caratini. Batting second, playing second base, Jose Altuve. And batting third, playing right field, one of my favorite Stros, Kyle Tucker. And I would say, like I mentioned yesterday, my 2 favorite throws would be Jeremy Pena, Kyle Tucker, and Yordan Alvarez. Not that I hate Alex Bregman, definitely have a little bit of dislike for Altuve just based on what has happened in the past, but I do recognize he is a good player. Let's go. Hopefully we can get some easy outs here with Caratini and going to the top of the lineup. Bottom of the third, 1-0. Mariners. We've got 40 people in the room. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. 26 on the YouTube side, 14 or 15 on the Twitter side. We got 25 people in the room on the YouTube side and 15 that have smashed the like button. 5 more to get to 20. We greatly appreciate that. And if we can get to 25, that would be ideal. Throw to first, grounded out, 1 away. Next up, second baseman, Jose Altuve. Bottom of the third, 1 out, 1-0 Mariners. And we'll be taking the day off tomorrow so I can watch the Mariners at 11 a.m. Pacific, since it'll be a little early there for Matt, at 8 a.m. in Hawaii. And then I got Urias with fumbling the bag, but still throwing out the runner. Unbelievable. Altuve, see you later. There's going to be a potential error there for Urias at third. So I'm going to say, where the hell is Josh Rojas? And then we got NASCAR Cup Series tomorrow for Kansas. So I'll be watching both of those things simultaneously and spending time with my pup. And then we'll get back at it for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for the Seattle Mariners versus the Minnesota Twins. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Mariners. 2 outs, pitches outside, 1-0 count. Kyle Tucker in the box. Logan Gilbert on the mound. Pitches outside, 2-0 count. Yeah, so I'm here in Oregon, and then Matt is in Hawaii. So we're on a 3-hour difference. So he's behind 3 hours. So I always have to make sure that we're on the same time schedule with everything. And obviously, we got a lot of people that watch in the Midwest, which would be a 2-hour difference than me. East Coast and in the South and the Northeast, 3 hours different. And then if you're like Megan and you're in Australia, then it could be something much longer in time. 12 to 18 hour difference. So something of that nature, right, Megan? What's the time difference? 12 to 18 hour difference that you're ahead? Because right now it's already May 5th where you're at, and we're May 4th here. So bottom of the third, 1-0 Mariners. 2 outs, 2-2 count. Tucker in the box, 0 for 1. Logan Gilbert, 30 pitches in. Let's go, baby. Smoke them. 2-2 pitch. Chop foul. 17 hours ahead. Oh, Austin Matthews is playing game 7. Nice. Nice. Now, I live in Oregon, so I met Ken Griffey Jr. when I was super young, so obviously that is the connection that I have with the Mariners. So, Mariner fan, but I do, like watching the Huskies. I like watching Pac-12 football, even though it doesn't exist anymore. Got them. But Oregon Ducks, Seattle Mariners, Portland Trail Blazers, and then the only team that I like that is not in the Pacific Northwest is my NFL team, which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because I like defense. I'm a Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, John Lynch, Rondé Barber, and then on the offensive side, I'm a Mike Allstott kind of guy. But I still watch, all the Seahawks games. I watch an insane amount of football on the college football side as well as the NFL side, and Michael Penix Jr. to me, might be the best quarterback in this draft class, and I thought he was better than even Bo Nix, at Oregon. So most Oregon Duck fans wouldn't say something like that unless they weren't biased. But I feel that we call it how we see it. We don't need to be biased here. I just appreciate greatness wherever it's at, even if it's again on a rival team. End of the third inning, 1-0 Mariners. Let's see who is up here for Seattle. All right, 2 up for Seattle here in the top of the fourth. 0 for 1. Switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Jorge. Batting second, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. And batting third, playing first base, Ty France. Go, baby. That game 7 will be exciting, for sure. All right, we need 5 more likes to get to 20. Let's get there. We're at 15. Got 35 to 40 people watching on both platforms. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, again, most people that live in, Washington, like if I lived in Washington, it probably would have ended up being, Sonics and Mariners and Kraken and Seahawks and, keeping it all Seattle. But since I live here in Oregon, we don't have a pro team, and, meeting Griffey kind of changes everything. And obviously, so for me, so Mariners, Kraken, Blazers, Ducks. So I got 2 in Washington, 2 in Oregon, and then obviously 1 Florida team that I root for. Now, if Seattle or San Francisco or the Raiders or the Chargers ended up having defensive players of my liking, maybe I would have ended up being like a Niner or a Seahawk fan. But again, at that time period, when I chose my teams, because all of my teams, were pretty much done by the mid 80s, before I was like, 7, 8 years old. The last team that I claimed was Tampa, and that was when I was 13. And so I wanted to make sure that I didn't hop on the Niner bandwagon with those 4 Super Bowl wins by Joe Montana and 1 by Steve Young and Jerry Rice and Dion in '94. So, and I didn't think that they were going to win ever again. because I didn't think they were going to be able to compile a roster as good as what they had, and I was right. So I just waited one more year. Sapp and Derek Brooks got drafted from Florida State and from the U to Tampa. Lynch was already there. I liked him. Then they got Rondé Barber and Mike Allstott, and I was like, you know what? This is exactly my personality. Hard-hitting, decleating, shit-talking, is amazing athlete. And some of them are humble, like Derek Brooks. And then Sapp was the shit-talker. A little bit of good and bad, based on how you feel about those things. And, nothing, can really separate me from those two guys. And we're one of the only teams to have two defensive players drafted in the same round to both be in the Hall of Fame. And if I didn't draft those guys, I wouldn't have had a Super Bowl. And that's big facts. So, yeah. But again, if Seahawks and Niners would have had, players on the defensive side like Sapp and Brooks and Lynch and Barber, then I would have probably leaned towards that particular team. But they didn't really have those type of guys. The only defensive player I really liked back then was probably Dion on the Niners in 94, but then he went to the Cowboys in 95, so it is what it is. Top of the fourth, 3-2 count. 1-0 Mariners. Polanco, little dribbler towards first. There we go. Go, go, go. There we go. Stand-up double by Jorge Polanco. Nice job. There we go. Nice job, Jorge. Next up for the Mariners, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. The electric, my guy. Let's go. Let's go, Mitch. Pitch in the zone for a strike. Let's go, Mitch. I liked Dungy, but he was really conservative. He was like Mike Bellotti for the Ducks. So he ended up drafting and building the team, but he was really conservative, just like Bellotti, where they couldn't really get you over the hump. And then when we ended up getting John Gruden and Chip Kelly, those guys were able to maximize the play calling and kind of bring us a different type of swagger to get us over the top. Anytime we had gotten the red zone with Dungy, he would go for a field goal. Even if we were on the 1 yard line and we knew we could get a touchdown, he still wouldn't do it. And that got frustrating for Tampa fans, but Dungy still ended up getting his Super Bowl with Peyton Manning and the Colts a couple of years later. So it ended up working out for both of our organizations. But I met Tony Dungy at an Oregon Duck game when his son played wide receiver for like fourth string, years and years and years ago. And I was actually sitting in the same row as him in the family section. And I was kind of shoulder to shoulder for about 50 steps until we got up to the concourse. And, I ended up going towards the, food and, beverage area. And I think he was going to the bathroom. But I got a chance to talk to him for a few minutes. And some people didn't recognize him, which is kind of mind-blowing because he looks like, Tony Dungy. I mean, he's like he's a one of one. You're going to know it's him, Popped up. But it definitely was cool meeting him. There we go. There we go. Run around the bases. Go, Jorge. There we go. Stand-up double by Mitch Garver. 2-0 Mariners. Let's go. Nice job, Garv, baby. Yes, sir. Way to beat up Framber Valdez. Back-to-back doubles, baby. Trident's up. Next up, first baseman Ty France. But Dungy was, very, very polite, very, very nice, and, always appreciated what he did for Tampa. If he wasn't there with Monty Kiffin, we would have never been able to get over the hump with John Gruden. And obviously, same thing goes with, Bellotti going to Chip Kelly. If Bellotti didn't really start to build it, Chip wouldn't have been able to kind of get him over the hump. Going to the Rose Bowl Natty, Rose Bowl Fiesta, and we haven't really had a sequence of 4 amazing years in a row since then. But with Dan Lanning, I feel that we can. Little chopper towards the shortstop, throw to first, 1 away. Let's go. Garver goes to third. Next up, right fielder Mitch Haniga. 2-0 Mariners. Let's go. Good start, baby. We just can't fumble the bag like we did yesterday. Dribbler, throw to first. What a throw. Lightning throw from third to first. 2 away. Next up, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Chop towards third, foul. Helfrich, ass. Taggart, ass. Crystal Ball, I liked him. That was the first guy that I liked after Chip Kelly, But Bellotti, I always liked Bellotti, but that was kind of like, a grandpa, kind of an old school coach. But he put us on the map with Joey Harrington. Chip was always going to be my favorite, and I'm not sure if I'm going to ever find anyone that I like as much as him, but Dan Lanning is trending in that direction. Mario could have, if he would have decided to commit and stay for a long period of time, that he could have maybe got close to Chip, but he was never going to be Chip. But Dan Lanning is the closest thing to Chip Kelly that we got, and he might end up surpassing Chip Kelly if we can end up, winning some Rose Bowls and winning some Natties under his tenure, which is very, very possible now, especially with recruiting the way that is right now lined up for Oregon in the Big Ten. Because I feel that we are going to be the best recruiting team in the Big Ten besides Ohio State and Michigan for years to come. USC will catch up at some point or another. They still got to get a defense. Washington has to rebuild because they don't have any of their stars there anymore, and their head coach went to Alabama. UCLA will always be kind of in the middle of the Big Ten. Well, they'll upset some teams, but they will get their ass kicked. And then obviously you always got Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State towards the top because that's the cream of the crop. And then you'll have like Wisconsin and Iowa floating around right underneath them as well. Big swing and a miss. At least we ended up getting back-to-back doubles, baby. But that's one thing, though. Chip Kelly as a head coach and a play caller is better than Dan Lanning. Chip was one of those rare individuals that was ahead of his time and had that swagger and that aura and that vibe, that glow around him where you knew you were looking at something special. Like when you saw Nick Saban on the sideline at Bama, you knew you were looking at something special. Kirby Smart at Georgia. But with Chip, it was just weird, man. It was like a different type of aura that we've never seen before here in the Pacific Northwest. And he definitely lived up to the billing. And it kind of makes you wonder if there wasn't going to be any allegations of a program to end up hitting sanctions. And that's why Chip went to the NFL. If that wasn't going to happen and Chip would have stayed and still was our head coach today, right, we probably would have won a natty by now. We probably would have gone to a couple, lost most of them. But it's probably a good, chance that if we would have went to 3 natties, since 2010 to now, that we probably would have been able to at least win one, based off recruiting, especially if Chip was the guy year in and year out and he wasn't going to leave. But again, there's no loyalty in college football and there's no loyalty in the NFL. But I am very happy that we moved on from Mario Cristobal, just like Willie Taggart. Just because you want to go home to your alma mater doesn't mean the grass is greener on the other side. And again, it's a lifelong dream to coach for the school that you played for, but Mario Cristobal is ass. Willie Taggart didn't last very long at Florida State either. So at this point, we're sitting really good. And again, if we had a choice now between Cristobal and Lanning, I think it's a no-brainer, especially if Lanning's willing to not go to Alabama and wants to be able to win it for Oregon. That is pretty big. But with that being said, if Kirby Smart ever gets fired, who do you think is going to be the first guy they're going to call? It's going to be Dan Lanning, and he may go, depending on what has happened with Oregon up to that point. So that's the only thing that we have to worry about. We don't got to worry about Alabama or Ohio State, because maybe Chip Kelly will be the new coach after Ryan Day if they fire him, right? Or Michigan. But again, Georgia might be the only place that Dan Lanning leaves to at some point down the road in his tenure. But hopefully that temptation goes away and he'll stay at Oregon for a long, long time, just like, Nick Saban did for Alabama. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Mariners. Yordan Alvarez in the box. So far, so good here for the Mariners. Let's go, Yordan. Pitch is high in the zone, 2-0 count. see how close we are to 20. Where are we at? Still need 4 more likes to get to 20. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. 4 more to get the goal. It's going to be exciting with the Ohio State and Michigan, Penn State, rivalry. Now, I feel that Oregon is going to be the most hated team in the Big Ten. I feel like the Michigan fan base and the Ohio State fan base, they're just going to be bitching and moaning and complaining, and I feel that there's going to be a real hatred towards Oregon, just based on how talented our team is, where we're at recruiting-wise with Dan Lanning, and we're most likely the team to be at the top with Ohio State and Michigan, and they know it. So there's going to be some brutal matchups in the future, but I'm ready for them. It's going to be an awesome rivalry that we can start with those two teams. Not so much with Penn State. It'll be fun to play them, but I think we'll be able to take them out. But, again, depending on the recruiting, and Harbaugh's not at Michigan anymore either, so recruiting will go a little bit down for them. But Ohio State and Oregon should finish 1-2 every single year, until a special coach comes around for Michigan. If Penn State ends up building a program, or once USC figures out their recruiting, and I could see them kind of climbing towards the top as well. But for the next couple years, it should either be Oregon or Ohio State being number one in the Big Ten. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs, 2-0, Mariners. Next up, shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Takes a strike there into the zone. Grounded out into a FC in the first. Let's go. Good start. We just got to make sure that once we get past the Logan Gilbert era, once we go to our bullpen, that they don't suck ass and we lose the game. Big swing and a miss for Jeremy, behind in the count 0-2. These are sometimes the games where it's like, if the bullpen is terrible, sometimes I wish that pitchers could pitch 120 instead of 100 pitches, so that way that we could actually have guys go all 9 innings or go 8 innings, so that way I only got to worry about one more pitcher going in to fuck it up or to win it for us, instead of having to go through possibly 3 or 4 pitchers after the 6th inning. That shit gives me nightmares, especially if we end up having a lead and then all of a sudden we bring in the mid relievers, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and then by the time the 9th inning is rolling around, that couple run lead that we had might be gone, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Mariners, 2 outs, 1-2 pitch to Pena. Gilbert in the dirt, 2-2 count. Let's go, Logan. Two pitch. Chopped towards third. Foul. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Seattle. 2 outs, 2-2 count. Smoke 'em, baby. Let's go, Logan. Pitch into the dirt, 3-2 count. Let them know, 29 or 21, 79 to go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Diaz on deck. Gilbert, smoke him, baby. 3-2 pitch. There we go. That was filthy. Nice job, Logan. 4th K for Logan Gilbert. Only 1 hit given up all day. 1 hitter. Let's go, baby. Nice job, LG. Good job, Walter. Go to the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Mariners, 0 for 1. Third baseman, Luis Urias. Batting second, 0 for 1. Left fielder, Sam Haggerty. And batting third, playing shortstop for the Mariners, Dylan Moore. It's crazy to think that this could be Josh Rojas instead of Luis Urias, and this could be Jonathan Clase instead of Sam Haggerty, but so far so good. And we have to give all our players a little bit of a chance to show what they can do. You're the only one that listens to Taylor Swift, my guy. You know that. You're the only one that's like obsessed. You know, there might be some other people that, you know, you got to think, you know, when you're going to an NWSF stream where we're doing sports and we're doing wrestling, the chances of being able to find another Swiftie based off doing baseball, basketball, football, hockey, wrestling, probably not very likely, my guy. Every once in a while, you're going to have a rando, you know, that will come in that might be like a Chief fan, you know, and a Swiftie. But if we're not doing Chief games, it's not likely you're going to be able to have a lot of people to connect with on that part, my guy. That's just fact. You're looking for a needle in a haystack, Matt. Let's go. 2-0 Mariners. All right, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. And then we got 4 innings pitched for Framber Valdez, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 Ks. So a combined 7 Ks, which might be a little bit lower than each guy would want. Let's go! Let's go! Luis Urias. I wanted that to be Josh Rojas. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Let's go, Luis. Back. On! Let's go. 3-0 Mariners. And Josh Rojas is the everyday third baseman, or should be, but they're doing this platooning where they're going back and forth. And I was a little pissed that Rojas wasn't playing today, and the guy that's playing for him just went yard. Let's go. Luis Urias, way to come up big to make me feel better about you moving forward. Way to be electric. 3-0 Mariners. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. I think they have a chance to come back. We were ahead early on until the 6th inning, and then our bullpen came in, and then the Astros fucked us up in like an inning and a half, and then we ended up losing. So, you know, even though we're up 3-0 now, and it looks all fine and dandy, once Logan Gilbert goes out and Framber Valdez goes out, it's a whole new ball game. Throw to first. 1 away. Demo is out. But again, we lost yesterday, so I know we're hungry to get the win today. Nothing there by Demo. Next up, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Trident's up. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Julio. Line drive from Demo, 2 away. Come on now. We already knew that was going to happen. Let's go, Julio. Let's go, baby. Top of the 5th, 3-0 Mariners. 0 for 1, hit by pitch in the first off a 1 bounce. Get on base, baby. There we go. All the way to right field. There we go, Julio. That's my guy. Nice job, baby. It wasn't a home run, but keep staying consistent. Next up, second baseman Jorge Polanco. 1 for 2 with a run. Top of the 5th with 2 outs. Valdez is definitely starting to get tired, and we're roughing him up, so that feels good. Pitch is inside, 1-0 count. Let's go, Mariners. Pitch is inside, 2-0 count. Let's go, baby. But anyone that watches baseball on a regular basis, everyone will tell you, after the starting pitching goes out, it's like two separate games. It's like the first game that you're watching is the first 6 innings with the starting pitching if they can last that long. And if they both last that long, then it's a whole nother game for the innings, through 7, 8, and 9. So it's like two separate games. And you could be ahead in the first 6 innings and then absolutely collapse in the last 3 and lose. Even if you're up 3-0, you could end up losing this game 4-3. I've seen it happen many, many times, but hopefully not tonight. Let's go, baby. Top of the 5th, 2 outs, 3-0 Mariners, 2-1 pitch from Valdez. Pitch is inside, almost hit him on the toe. Come on, Polanco, focus, baby. Base hit, base hit. Let's go. Yeah, Logan Gilbert's a machine. That's why he's at a 1-hitter right now. Pitch is inside for a strike. 3-2 count. Count is full. Come on, Polanco. You can do it. Logan Gilbert for the Cy Young. Yeah, he definitely will be in the running. Him and Bryce Miller. We have to wait for George Kirby and Luis Castillo to catch up. But it is possible to have 4 of the 5 pitchers, in the running at some point during the season for the Cy Young. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that besides maybe the Atlanta Braves in the early 90s with John Smoltz, Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, and Steve Avery. Let's go. Luis Castillo, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, and Logan Gilbert. I mean, it feels good to have 4 guys that talented. There we go, Polanco. Nice little single there. I see you. Now we got a pitching change. We got runners at first and second. And are they going to have Framber get out of here or not? Next up, DH, Mitch Garver. Let's go, Miach. That's why Logan gets on the thumb. I'm not going to put all the pitchers on the thumb. Early in the season, I put Kirby. I put Castillo, put Miller. But again, you have to earn it. Otherwise, it's just going to default to like Julio or, one of the other guys based on who we're playing. Let's go, baby. 3-0 Mariners. We need to get that win to make up for yesterday after blowing that lead. Top of the 5th, 3-0 Mariners. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 1 for 2 with an RBI in the 4th. Mitch Garver. Let's go. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 4 more likes to get to 20. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. All right, no worries. Oh, 1 pitch. Big swing and a miss for Mitch Garver. Behind in the count, 0-2. Let's go, baby. Come on, Garv. 0-2 pitch. Pitch into the dirt. 1-2 count. Let's go, Miach. Framber Valdez almost 80 pitches in, pitches outside, 2-2 count. Astro fans are getting a little edgy right now. Kind of feels like, Framber needs to find a way to get out of this inning, and then we'll see if he ends up being back there in the sixth, if they can recoup a little bit here. 2-2 pitch. Chopper. Routine play. Throw to first. And got him. We leave 2 stranded, but the damage is done with the Luis Urias homer, baby. 3-0 Mariners. Let's go. See who's up next here in the bottom of the 5th for the Houston Astros. Leading off for the Houston Astros, 0 for 1 with a K, DHing this afternoon for them, Yanier Diaz. Batting second, 0 for 1, first baseman John Singleton. And batting third, 0 for 1, center fielder Joey Loperfido. Go, baby. All right, let's take a look at the numbers. Framber Valdez, 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks. He was not expecting that. I guarantee you that. He was not expecting to give up 3 runs. And let's take a look at Logan's numbers so far. Logan has been on point all season. Even last year, he was the hottest pitcher in the last 10, 11 starts, where he won all his starts late in the year. Thank God we have him. 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks for Logan Gilbert. And I know a lot of teams were wanting to scoop him away from Seattle, but I knew that we weren't going to give him up, especially if he's our best pitcher overall. Let's go. Let him know. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, baby. 79 to go. Let's go. All right, 4 more subs to get to 20,200. We're getting close. 4 more. Let's go. We've gotten 4 subs already on this stream alone. That's a good sign. 4 subs to go to 20,200. I've been waiting for us to get to that number for a while, but again, it takes some time to be able to, especially if you're doing like live streams compared to doing like uploads. When you're doing uploads, it's a lot easier to, if I'm doing like reaction videos to NFL highlights, it's a lot easier to gain subs that way during that part of the year. It definitely is a little bit more of a grind when you do live streams to gain the subs, but they've been coming in fast and furious, and I appreciate that. Let's go. And then Texas has got a tornado watch, so they got this update coming up here. 3 more likes to get to 20. Let's go. Chop foul. Oh, that's easy, dude. Dan Lanning, Bo Nix, Troy Franklin. Done. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Mariners. Logan Gilbert wheeling and dealing, baby. Only 1 hit, a 1-hitter so far. Or is it a no-hitter so far? One hitter so far, baby. Let's go. 0-0 Leafs and Bruins. Ooh, I need to check up on that scores as well. I got to take a look at the NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs, and the rest of the MLB games that are going on. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Mariners. 1-2 pitch from Logan. Chop to Urias. Throw to first. France, 1 away. All right, let me take a quick peek at the scores of the games. I need to take a little sneak peek for myself here. Nice win by the Dodgers last night in 11 over the Braves. White Sox and Cardinals going at it. Athletics up 12-0 on the Marlins. Damn. And Braves and Dodgers play late tonight here. Another 40 minutes. Popped up. Elder and Glass now. Julio's got it. 2 away. There we go. And let me look at the NHL side. Oh, they only have 1 game today. That's it. It's Maple Leafs Bruins. Wow. I might have to tune in. And then tomorrow, Hurricane Rangers. And then that's the East second round. And then the Golden Knights and Dallas Stars are in Game 7 tomorrow. That's going to be a good one, too. That's Dallas's best chance to get out of the first round and beat Vegas. But, you know, you never know what will happen in that particular series. Could go either way. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Seattle. 2 outs. Logan Gilbert on the mound. He's only 53 pitches in, and it's in the 5th inning. Wow, crazy. Then we got Joey Loperfido in the box. Pitches outside, 1-1 count. That's a whole lot of Stephen. Stephen times 3. One pitch for Gilbert. Popped up. Julio and Haniger got it. There we go, Julio. Trident's up, 3 up and 3 down. End of the 5th inning. Let's go to the top of the 6th. Go. Nice job, Julio. Great defense there. Logan, you're the man, baby. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 2 with a run in the top of the 6th. First baseman, Ty France. Batting second, 1 for 2. Right fielder, Mitch Haniger. And batting third, 0 for 2 with a K. Catcher, Big Jumper, Cal Raleigh. Go. Quick peek. Take a quick peek here. Oh, they're getting chippy there for the Maple Leafs and the Bruins. First period. Less than 12 minutes to go. They got Austin Matthews out there and Pasta. Everyone's talking shit to each other. But even if Austin Matthews is still under the weather, you know, you still got William Nylander that could still get you a goal or two like he did in Game 6. So, okay. Let's go, Ty. You can do it, baby. You're starting to kind of turn another leaf. Ty. Back. Is that foul? Foul. Wow. He's starting to kind of get locked in. I like it. Keep it going, Ty. Maybe a third photo will do it for him. Big swing and a miss behind in the count 0-2. Come on, Ty. Yes. There we go, Ty. Yes, sir. Reflect in the building. What's good? So me and my boy Justin have agreed that we want Logan Gilbert to pitch all 9 innings after what happened yesterday with George Kirby, and then the bullpen came in and just fucking lost it for us. So fuck it. Until his arm falls off, we need this win. And I don't want to see Houston get 3 runs as soon as Logan Gilbert goes out. And it's been pretty amazing. Logan is our best pitcher. You could probably say Bryce, maybe number 2, and then obviously Kirby 3, Castillo 4, Hancock 5. But hopefully we can get Kirby and Castillo to catch up. But I feel right now the most confident pitching right now, game in and game out, is probably Gilbert and then Miller, and then Kirby and then Castillo. They still got a ways to catch up to the other 2. How are you, Reflect? And I was a little concerned about the lineup. It's one thing to have Demo line drive to first. Nice out right there by Bregman. But, okay, it's like, I know that you want to be able to platoon guys, right? And if Luis Urias didn't homer today, I would have been like, what the fuck, man? But, hasn't Josh Rojas Hollywood proved that he's the best player on the Mariners in 2024, excluding pitchers like Logan Gilbert? He's the only guy above 300. He was doing great in the 9 hole, doing great in the 1 hole. Why are we not playing him every day? It doesn't make any sense. I get it. You want to be able to mix around the lineup. But honestly, for me, and I'm glad that Urias ended up getting the homer today, so that makes me feel a little bit better. But I don't mind Dylan Moore in the lineup if they want to have him lead off. But at the end of the lineup, Urias at 8 should have been Josh Rojas. And 9, I love Sam Haggerty, don't get me wrong. But I would rather have Jonathan Clase game in and game out than Haggerty. And I get it, Haggerty has been hurt all year, and someone had to be moved for him to have a roster spot. I just wish it was anybody but Jonathan Clase. I feel that Clase and Rojas should be starting every single day. And if you don't want to start Clase every single day, fine, but at least Rojas Hollywood deserves it. But a very head-scratching move from Scott, but again, sometimes when he makes these head-scratching moves, it works, right? And then Urias, by some kind of fucking luck, homered today, But most of the time, when you got Demo, you got Luis Urias, and you got Sam Haggerty, you're probably not expecting a whole lot from those 3 guys, so we are blessed to have a 3-0 lead at this point. Cal Raleigh, big swing and a miss, 2-2 count. Oh, yeah. Me and Paisley got uber wet. I got to try out my Oregon Duck raincoat windbreaker, and it works out fantastic. And Paisley got a little soaked, but we went on 2, roughly 30 to 40-minute walks already. And hopefully tonight, when it's late and dark, and hopefully the rain will subside a little bit. So that way we don't get soaked again. And we'll go for one more late tonight as well. Top of the 6, 3-0 Mariners. Logan Gilbert with a 1-hitter. Best pitcher, obviously to start off the year last year. Best pitcher to end last year. Best pitcher to start this year. And we might have a couple guys in the Cy Young category when it's all said and done. I mean, I'm not sure if it'll be Gilbert and Bryce Miller, or maybe Gilbert, Bryce Miller, Kirby, and Castillo. But Kirby and Castillo have a little ways to go with their control, their win-loss record, and their ERA before we compare them to Bryce and Logan Gilbert at the top. But it's nice to have 4 amazing pitchers. I've never experienced something like this. And like I mentioned, the last time that I've seen talent like this would probably be the Atlanta Braves. When they had John Smoltz, Greg Maddux, Steve Avery, Tom Glavine, when they had the big 4 with Maddux and Glavine and Avery and Smoltz, that was probably the last time that I've seen 4 quality guys, on the Atlanta Braves in the early 90s, and we're doing it now in 2024. Feels good. Oh, baby, Cal Raleigh, homer to left center. Boom, 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 boom. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Back. Come on, baby. Everything coming up. Easy breezy cover girl. Seattle in the building. 5-0 Mariners. We're getting payback for yesterday, baby. Wow, onto the concourse, baby. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's go. 2-run jack. Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Trident's up. Man, Reflect, you're some good luck, bro. As soon as you come in here and then everything starts going amazing. Let's go. And then Framber Valdez, see you later. I was actually surprised he got it up there on the concourse. It's hard to hit home runs in Houston. You don't see a lot of people hitting them all the way up in that area. Man, and it was a right-handed Cal. Man, let's go. David in the building. What's good? How are you? Let's go. Moose is in the building. That's what happens when, the Mariner Moose comes out in the first inning, which I did bust out. Right? Framber Valdez going into the game 1-0 with a 2.60 ERA. He did not expect anything like this. We've been locked and loaded today. And it's not even our strongest lineup. It's a weak lineup. And it's like when I first looked at it, I said, what the hell are we doing, Scott? Are we trying to lose? Are we trying to get swept? But thank God that these particular players and this particular lineup that he shuffled ended up blessing us this Saturday night. Right bang! $5 holla. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We deserve this for what happened to us yesterday. We should have won fucking yesterday if our bullpen wasn't complete garbage. It's like George Kirby did okay, but then the three pitchers after him were fucking terrible. I mean, like on a scale of like, Kirby, maybe, B+ effort, A-. Could it have been a little bit better? Yes, but he did pretty good. But then as soon as the bullpen came in, it was an F, and then we just lost the game right there within a matter of an inning and a half. All that hard work that we built up to get the lead gone, and then we couldn't come back from that. But now, we're in the top of the sixth. We're not losing today. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir. But I was very concerned that, that we still don't got Josh Rojas playing every single day. But again, it's nice to have Luis, make plays here and there. And it just so happened that he homered today. I don't think Scott, assumed that he was going to do that. He was just trying to give fair playing time. But again, Rojas has been the best player in 2024, and they're treating him like a scrub. Like, hasn't he earned the spot? He's the highest batting average on the team. He's been the most consistent. And you moved him from the 9-hole to the 1-hole, and he's been great. He hasn't fallen off. It's like, I'm still very confused on why we don't have him playing every day like Julio. And hopefully he will at some point. But if you want to replace like Demo or Polanco at shortstop or second base, and you want to have Luis Urias play there, instead of third, fine. But I feel that third base is going to be best played on offense and defense by Rojas, Mr. Hollywood himself. But again, nice to be able to have Luis homer today to gain a little confidence, knowing that he is not the everyday guy, but they haven't given up on him yet either. Slider sweeper on the outside, got him. He's like, can I go 2 for 2 with homers? Not today. Next up, 0 for 2, Sam Haggerty. Haggerty doesn't start picking it up. They need to take him down to AAA and then bring up Jonathan Clase again. Jonathan Clase, kind of a similar type of player, really fast on the bags, gives you that energy and that swagger, in the bullpen, in the dugout, anywhere that they're, standing and communicating with other players. But again, if I'm going for one or the other, as much as I love Ham Swaggerty, Jonathan Clase is a better player. More consistent. I can count on him, more day in and day out. But again, if Sam can get into a groove, then I'll be quiet about it. But again, it seems like he hasn't really found himself yet. But he did miss like the first 20 plus games of the year, so it's going to take some time to kind of get into a groove. But hopefully, we can start to see him get into a groove sooner than later. Even if it's like taking walks, getting hit by pitches, stealing bases, make yourself available to get into runner and scoring position like he's doing right now. There we go. But I feel that they took him out of the lineup too soon. I feel that Clase earned a little bit more time because he was the juice that got us the first series win against the Reds. And I know some of his numbers started to progress downwards after that Red series. I get it. But I still feel, with his skill set and that energy and that juice, from being called up from AAA, I don't know. It would have been cool to at least have him stay up in the main lineup and have someone else get sent down but him. But again, they only have so many spots, so I get it. Nice stolen bag there by Sam Haggerty. I mean, stealing bags, they're right there with each other. I guess it just depends on who they feel more comfortable defensively. And obviously, defensively, you'll probably go Haggerty over Clase at this moment. And then hitting, I guess it could be one or the other, just depending on the game and the pitcher. But we will find out. But I'm willing to give everyone a fair run, before we make a final decision on any guy. I just want the best scenario for the Mariners moving forward. But so far, so good with this lineup. That's true. Yeah, we were like, oh my God, Cade Marlowe, right? Exactly. And we don't have Dominic Canzone either right now, and that would be another guy that would maybe be getting some playing time and sitting out there in left field also. So injuries have not really been too kind. No Dominic Canzone, no J.P. Crawford. So it kind of leaves to the imagination what could have been, but also giving an opportunity to some of these other guys that deserve it. So. Let's go to the middle of the sixth, bottom of the sixth, 5-0 Mariners. Go, Scott. Anything else you want to see photo-wise besides the Moose? Reflect, let me know. I kind of miss Cade Marlowe and Dominic Canzone and JP. It's like anytime you have guys that you're used to seeing, play defense or, get out there and play a little bit. And, depending on how we're doing, if we're winning, we're not missing them that much. But when we're losing or things get kind of tough, it just makes you go like, damn, I wish we had this guy at this point. So. All right, next up for the Houston Astros in the bottom of the sixth, backup catcher Victor Caratini. Batting second baseman Jose Altuve. And batting third, right fielder Kyle Tucker. Let's go Mariners. All right, we need one more person to smash the like button, and we're at 20. There we go. Someone just did it. We hit 20. We need 5 more to get to 25 before the stream ends. And that would be a perfect number to end on, with 4 more innings to go. Unless we get a big flood of people where we can end up getting to 25 to 30. But we hit 20. 5 more to get to 25 would be ideal. Let's go. Bottom of the 6th, 5-0 Mariners. Let's have Logan Gilbert just pitch the rest of the game. There we go. Julio right there. 1 away. No fly zone, baby. Next up, second baseman Jose Altuve. 2,000 hits, 400 doubles. And they just went off the graphic there. Wow. Pitches inside to Logan Gilbert. And around. 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch. Dribbled towards third. Foul. Ahead of the count. 0-2. Good job, Logan. Trevor Valdez ended up getting replaced by Scott. 5.1 innings pitched, 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks. Terrible day for him. Logan Gilbert, the opposite. 5.2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. You wouldn't want that K number to be closer to 8 to 10, but when you're up 5-0, you'll take it. It's a 1-hitter. There we go. Popped up, 2 away. With defense and communication by the Mariners, infield and outfield. Tomorrow, NASCAR Cup Series Advent Health 400, Kansas at noon on FS1. I'll be watching that and the Mariners with Bryce Miller at 11 a.m. So we'll have no stream tomorrow, but I will be watching both events with Paisley in the studio. And then we'll be back here for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday stream for the Seattle Mariners versus the Minnesota Twins. 1-hitter, baby. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 0-1 count. Judah in the building. Are your nerves on an all-time high, like 10 out of 10? 100 out of 100 with Game 7 with the Boston Bruins, your team versus the Toronto Maple Leafs? The only NHL playoff game on tonight. And obviously we got the Stars and the Golden Knights tomorrow as well. So it'll be a jam-packed day for me. I'll be watching the Mariners at 11, winning hopefully Game 3 in the set. I'll be watching NASCAR Cup Series Kansas at noon, and then I'll be watching it in the afternoon, evening, Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. It'll be jam-packed. Yes, Astros are taking the beating, thank God, after us losing the lead yesterday and blowing that opportunity for George Kirby. 2-1 pitch. Popped up. All the way to the warning track to Julio. Wow! Haggerty stole the baseball from Julio in the outfield, but they didn't run into each other, thank God. 3 up and 3 down. Wow, that could have been bad. Wow. Logan Gilbert's like, don't let that fucking guy get a hit. I got a 1-hitter, biatch. There we go. End of the 6th inning, 5-0 Mariners, and we're on a 1-hitter with Logan Gilbert. Phenomenal. And we're not talking AJ Styles, baby. Go to the top of the 7th. Leading off for the Mariners, 1 for 2 with a K. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, Julio. Batting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. And batting third, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Way to be electric today, Logan Gilbert. 1-hitter? You kidding me? That's what I'm talking about. The Stetson Pro gets the Mariner Moose. And if there was any doubt that Logan Gilbert is the best pitcher on the Mariners staff, this should quiet anyone else up. If they were wanted to say, whoa, it's George Kirby. Oh, it's Luis Castillo. Oh, it's Bryce Miller. Those guys are starting to get better, and I would say that right now, Logan, Bryce, and then, Kirby and Castillo. And, normally it's Castillo and Kirby at the top, and then Gilbert and Miller, as number 3 and number 4, but they flipped this year. And again, it could end up being down the road where we have 4 pitchers in consideration for the Cy Young, depending on how the rest of the year goes. But it is very clear that Walter, a.k.a. Logan Gilbert, is the best pitcher on the staff. But I am excited to see what Bryce will do tomorrow for the Seattle Mariners. Bryce Miller, 3-2 record with a 2.04 ERA. He's going against Hunter Brown, who's 0-4 with an ERA of almost 10. So if we can't win fucking tomorrow, we don't deserve, to end up getting the series win. But again, if we can get the job done here tonight, get the job done tomorrow, that'll be the 6th straight series win for Seattle, and we're not looking back. And I love George Kirby, don't get me wrong. And I enjoy Luis Castillo, but if you're just looking at records and ERA, those guys have either been really hot or really not. Especially Castillo, he lost his first 4 starts. But he's starting to show that he's on the same level as the other 3 pitchers, but he needs run support and to kind of gain his confidence again. But it looks like I would say the last 3 starts are much better than the first 4 losses that Castillo had. Julio popped up, 1 away. Come on, Julio. Next up, switch hitter, second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, baby. And make sure you're taking care of your mental health. Very, very important. Depression, anxiety, addiction. These are things that a lot of us have been going through or are going through currently. Make sure you make the proper adjustments in your day. Take a walk. Maybe don't party as much. Make sure you're spending time with friends and pets. And you'll see that when you make these slight adjustments to your diet, exercise, and music and your mental health, things can get much, much better for your personal life and as well as your private life. Big facts. Which is low into the dirt, 2-0 count. Of course I got George Kirby picks. We usually save those typically for when he's pitching, but I can throw a few up. Top of the 7-5-0 Mariners. Polanco popped up to Tucker, 2 away. Next up for the Mariners in the top of the 7th, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Let's go, Miach. Takes a strike, 0-1 count. Come on, Mariners, finish strong. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. He's still in the lineup. There we go. Oh! There we go, Yordan Alvarez. That's why he's a DH, right? He can't really catch when the ball goes low like that. There we go. There we go, Garv. Yes. Yes. Now, if that was a guy that actually had speed and more technique in the outfield, that would have been an easy out. But again, when you're a burly guy that normally DHs, sometimes you're not going to have the right positioning there, and it bounced. And even if he went for a Superman catch, he probably wouldn't have gotten it. He might have gotten hurt. Nice job, Mitch, with the double. Absolutely. Paisley and having a regular routine has helped my mental health more than anything. Big swing and a miss for Ty France. They moved Haniger in the lineup. Normally, Haniger is batting, second, third, or fourth. Today they have him in the 6th hole in the lineup, which is a little lower than normal for him, but they switched up the lineup with some of these players today with Scott Service. 0-1 pitch. Ty France popped up. Looks like we're going to leave Garb stranded. There it is. It's all right. We're still up 5-0. Reflect with a 5-er. Maurice! He said, I'm right here. $5 holla. Thank you, Mike. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Appreciate you. Get some Mariner Moose up here. And unfortunate that the bullpen couldn't help out Kirby yesterday, but hopefully he'll be able to find the proper run support and the proper bullpen support, so that way when Kirby gets out there next time around, we can get the dub. He needs it. Up for the Houston Astros in the bottom of the 7th, leading 5-0 for Seattle. Not DHing today, playing left field, having a little bit of an issue. Left fielder Yordan Alvarez, 1-for-1 with a base on ball. I see you, Yordan. How did the Dodgers let someone like this go? That shows you how deep the Dodgers are. Could you imagine having Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, and Yordan Alvarez as your cleanup hitter? It's crazy. Batting second, third baseman Alex Bregman. And batting third, shortstop Jeremy Pena. Like losing Yordan Alvarez for the Dodgers, not recognizing that he was going to pan out, is like losing Adam Jones for the Mariners to the Orioles. Like he gave up on a guy too soon, but you never know if it really would have fully worked out with that particular team. And sometimes you need a change of scenery to be able to blow up, and that's what happened. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Nice. Pitch is low into the dirt. 1-1 count. Let's go, baby. Let's go, M's. Pitch is outside. 2-1 count. Come on, Logan, finish strong. We haven't really seen him at any point with any weakness today. It's one of the better performances we've seen. There we go. Went around. 2-2 count. Third. Oh, they got a K there for him right there. We'll take that. We'll take a cheap K. 5 Ks for Logan Gilbert. One hitter, baby. Keep it going. Keep it going, baby. You own them. It's that dude from Stetson. Let's go. You own them. Pitch right down the middle. Amazing. Sometimes it feels like, when the game goes on, pitchers get tired. But sometimes with Logan Gilbert, he gets better as the game goes on. Not all the time. Sometimes he will get tired and fuck up, just like any starter. But, man, in the 7th inning here, he looks pretty good still. And the way that they got their one hitter was a bunt by Yordan Alvarez in the first inning. No one saw that coming. So if Yordan didn't get the bunt, we might be sitting on a no-hitter tonight. Something to think about. Bogarts, Betts, and Devas. Yeah, that's a nice 1-2-3. Big time. 2-1 pitch. Pitches inside. 3-1 count. Starting to lose a little bit of control here. We don't want walks, Logan. Come on, baby. Three-one pitch. Bregman popped up. Looks like that one will be out of play. Cal is running for it, though. I mean, it was mind-blowing to have Yordan Alvarez go for a bunt, and he actually successfully got it in between the pitcher and the third baseman. And then the craziest thing is that he was fast enough to actually get to first and run it out. Now, if that was Rojas at third and that throw, it probably would have been an out. Not saying that Urias has a shitty arm, but I think Gilbert was the one that actually got the ball in that scenario, and he just, wasn't there. Just couldn't get him in time. Just a perfectly placed bunt by Alvarez. It would have been really sweet to have a no-hitter today, but a one-hitter is just as impressive. 0 for 1 with a walk in the first. We're not careful here, as it's going to turn into a walk. 3-2 pitch, and it's a walk. Fuck. Next up, shortstop Jeremy Pena. And, he doesn't want to go out yet. I mean, he's only out of one hitter. And, again, me and my buddy Justin joked, hell, let's just have him pitch all 9 innings, but we'll see where he's at pitch count-wise. It's crazy. It's the bottom of the 7th, and he's only at 75 pitches. That's crazy. That shows you how dominant he's, really been. And a lot of pitchers are going to go out when they hit 90 to 100. So he's got 25 more pitches to go, but I'm not sure if his arm is going to let him. Go M's. Bottom of the 7th, 5-0 Mariners. 1 out, 1-0 count to Jeremy Pena. 0 for 2. Oh, almost hit him. Almost hit him. Logan's losing control. But the thing is, even though he's losing control right now, it's like, do we trust Logan over our bullpen, even if he's tired? In some cases you would say yes, but I guess it depends on how wild these few pitches have been. You got to just calm down here and dig deep to try to get out of this inning. You don't want to have him give up a 2-run shot and have it be 5-2, and then he goes out, and then all of a sudden we have a shitty bullpen, and then in a matter of an inning or two, it's 5-5. We don't want that. We worked really hard to get to this 5-0 lead. We don't want to blow it. We're at a one hitter. Let's not waste it. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Let's go. Might have to pull Logan here sooner than later. Feels like the Uncle Mo and the momentum, it's going into Houston's favor now. Popped up, foul. How's the weather reflect up there in Washington? Has it been pretty rainy? It's been pretty wet and rainy and dreary, gloomy all day. At least here in Oregon, where I'm at. Bottom of the 7th, 5-0 Seattle. Runner at first. 2-1 pitch to Pena. Pena feels pretty confident there in the box. Little blooper right to Julio. There it is. Runners at first and second. We might have to make a change here pretty soon unless we can dig deep and get out of this inning. Or if we can get a double play. I mean, we're sitting in double play country. We can definitely get a double play here and get out of the inning. We hit into a couple double plays ourselves early in the game. It's time to return the favor. All right, Pena. Diaz can definitely hit into a double play. A dry streak and hot. Nice. 31 doll hairs, 69 to go. And then we're, what are we at? 20 likes on the stream. Chopper, go to double play. 1. I love it when things come together. Nice double play by the Mariners to get Logan out of the fucking inning. Great job, defense. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That could have been really bad, too, for him. There we go. Let's go to the top of the 8th, baby. Leading off for the Mariners, 1 for 3. Right fielder, everyone's favorite Mitch Haniga. Batting second, 1 for 3 with a run, 2 RBIs and a K, and a big dinger. That's a big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And batting third, 1 for 3 with a run, RBI and a K, and a big dinger himself, Luis Urias. Let's go, Mariners. Let's go. So now we're down to a 2-hitter with Logan Gilbert, but I think that we can, we're okay with that. Let's go. Yeah, baby. And I'm really happy that we're not down 5-0, because if we ended up losing this game, who knows what would have happened tomorrow, just based off the mentality and the mental health of the team. All right, we're at 21. We need 4 more, 22. We need 3 more likes to get to 25 to hit the goal. Let's go. And up catching up on a little bit of TV, too, with Grey's Anatomy and 911 and Station 19, so it felt good to get caught up there. And then after the stream is over, I got to take another walk with Paisley, eat some dinner, and then I'll be watching Law & Order SVU, Law & Order Organized Crime, and then I'll have to look to see if there's anything else in my bucket, between Disney Plus, Hulu, Prime, and any other streaming app that I have, and then we'll go from there. Let's go. I need to get something to drink here real quick. Give me a sec. All right, I'm back. Come on, Haniger, let's go. Let's go, Mitch. Top of the 8th. 5-0 Mariners. Bielak on the mound. Haniger in the box. We definitely fucked up Framber Valdez today. And great to see Logan Gilbert with a 2-hitter, showing his dominance. Cy Young candidate, 100%. Haniger line drive right to Yordan Alvarez. He says, I got it this time. I don't need to be a DH, Orion. 1 away. All right. Next up for the Mariners, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. One for 3 with a 2-run home run in the 6th. 212 average, 7 homers, 15 ribbies. And obviously the average you would want to be a little bit higher, but those are the numbers that I think a lot of people were expecting for Julio at that point. Higher batting average than what Cal had, but sitting around 5, 6, 7, 8 home runs at this point. But as long as we're winning games, we don't necessarily need Julio to homer every night. So 2 away. Next up, third baseman, Luis Urias. Homered early in the game, which was very unexpected. But sometimes that's what happens when you end up having a guy in the lineup that's struggling. Every once in a while, he'll find his perfect pitch and then explode on it and then end up being kind of an unsung hero of the game. And that's what Luis is tonight. Top of the 8th. 5-0 Mariners. 0-1 pitch, check swing, did he go? No, he did not. 1-1 count. Top of the 8th, 5-0 Mariners. 1-1 pitch. Oh, popped up, routine play, 3 up and 3 down. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 8th. That was quick. Next up for the Astros, 0 for 2, first baseman John Singleton. Batting second, 0 for 2, center fielder Joey Loperfido. And batting third, 0 for 2, a common theme, catcher Victor Caratini. Let's go Mariners. And that's why Logan gets on the thumb, baby. Any other photos that you want reflect, let me know. I got you. They got Logan still in there in the 8th. I love it. Logan chasing that Cy Young, man. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Well, we ended up getting 2 Huskies. We got your tight end Culp late, right? And then we ended up getting Jalen McMillan. We got Bucky Irving. We got the best center, even though I wanted Jackson Powers if he was ranked number 2, just to have the Ducks in the Husky vibe, right? But for him to go to the Raiders, hopefully it'll work out for him there. I think it would have been a better fit on the Bucks, better team, but, so be it. But if Barton can end up playing guard, center, and tackle, and that's going to help me, stay steady in the NFC South against the Falcons and Saints, I'm here for it. And I really love what we did with the draft. I think most people would grade Tampa's draft a B+ to an A-, and I would agree. So I like what we did. Got some Huskies, got some Ducks, and got the best center. I'm good. Go Logan. Go Walter. That's in. Which is outside. 2-2 count. That'd be badass if Logan ended up winning the Cy Young. Like I said, he just got to, I don't know. If we get first place and he ends up having 15 to 20 wins and that ERA is uber low, he's definitely going to be in the running. It might not be everyone's, first choice, but hell, if the Mariners are in first place and you see what our pitching staff has done, it would almost be a travesty not to give it to somebody on the Mariners if we end up beating the Rangers and Astros for first place and we're at 95 to 105 wins for the season, right? Another K. Let's go. Yeah, he was one of our last picks. I'm super stoked, dude. Good depth. I mean, we've always, every once in a while, we'll go for a high-end tight end like O.J. Howard from Bama, but it just didn't work out. So, again, maybe he'll be more of a blocking tight end, Colt, but I like the Husky, connection. So you have a friend there with him, with McMillan and Colt together, and then you got Bucky there for the Ducks. So, super excited, man. One career complete game for Logan. Let's make it 2. Bottom of the 8th, 5-0 Mariners. 1 out. Loperfido in the box, 0 for 2. Pitch is outside, but in the zone. 2-2 count. Oh, really? Nice. And it's just a little bit of depth for us, but I'm not sure, if he's going to get time or not. But I'm excited that, that Tampa is looking at the Ducks and the Huskies, which a lot of teams should have based on the seasons that, we had last year with Oregon and Washington. We were the best conference in college football, and at least some people recognized that and others didn't and hated on us. It's like, it's one thing to hate on us, when we're not good, but to hate on us when we're the best conference shows me that these quote unquote fans didn't watch any of the Pac-12. They're just doing it based off past reputation and not watching games. So haters tend to do that. Just assuming that it's just like it was from a few years ago. But, every once in a while, a conference that doesn't get a whole lot of love will stand out, like the ACC. They're not going to be great every year, but they might end up being good at some point, like when they ended up having Trevor Lawrence out there at Clemson. Bottom of the 8th, 5-0 Mariners. Runner at first, 1 away. Next up, Victor Caratini. Get a double play here. That's Matt's face right there when he doesn't have any Swifties joining him in the Taylor Swift combo. He's like, I need that. Chop foul. This is Matt's frustrations. Where are the Swifties? Bottom of the 8th, 5-0 Mariners. Great game. Let's go. Big swing and a miss ahead of the count, 0-2. I hope Logan ends up pitching for July 4th, because that's who I want to see against the Orioles. I mean, if it ends up being Emerson Hancock or Brian Wu, so be it. But, I mean, I've seen Castillo. George Kirby would be cool too. Bryce Miller would be cool. Well, I guess if I had my choice, it would be Miller, Kirby, or Gilbert. That's who I would want to see. We'll see who that ends up being as we get closer to July. Come on, Logan. Finish this game. Double play. Let's go. Trident's up, man. Unbelievable. One of the best pitching performances of 2024 for the Seattle Mariners, Logan Gilbert. Remember that name. Let's go, baby. Way to bring that electricity. All right, let's go to the top of the ninth. Leading off for the Mariners, 0 for 2 with a base on ball. Left fielder, Sam Haggerty. Ham Swaggerty. Let's go, Ham. Batting second, 0 for 3 with a base on ball and a K. Shortstop, Demo, Dylan Moore. And batting third, 1 for 3 with a K. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up. And I hope we get a shutout here. I want this 5-0 complete game. 2-hitter. I needed this after that loss from yesterday. That one didn't sit in my mouth well. You know, especially when we had the lead and Kirby did pretty good and we just absolutely gave the game away. Those ones hurt. You know, and you need good, strong bullpen. No Matt Brash. Hopefully Santos will be back soon. Have we gotten an update reflect on Brash? Is he out for the rest of the year? I know he had a setback and a complication, so. Let's finish strong here. All right, we need 4 more likes to get to 25. We're at 21, and we got 40 people watching. So half are in the room on the Twitter side, half are on the YouTube side. We need 3 more people out of the 19 or 20 that are in the room now that have access to the like button to smash that for us. It'll help with the algorithm. Throw to first. Haggerty, 1 away. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I was hearing as well. I didn't know if you heard anything else, so. Gilbert getting all the hugs. So I assume that Munoz is going to close the game out. Scoreless for Logan Gilbert. Is that good? Damn right it is. Next up, Demo, Dylan Moe. Give me some Mo. Give me some Demo. Pitches outside, 2-0 count. Pitch low in the dirt, 3-0 count. This might be a walk. Let's go, Demo. Don't even swing, baby. You don't even need to swing, baby. Let's go. Bielak got nothing. Yep. 4 straight. Let's go. Go to first, baby. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Get a base hit. Get a homer. Trident up. Let's go, Julio. Got too many photos for Julio and lack of production. That's my guy. Top of the ninth, 5-0, Mariners. 1 out, runner at first. This would be a great opportunity for a home run by Julio. Like, no one's expecting to hit one at this late in the game and this stage of the game, but. Come on, Julio. Trident's up. Julio? Oh, did that hit Demo in the back? What happened there? Is that fielder's choice? I think Demo got hit in the back there. He got hit in the back. Wow. Let's go. Let's go. Next up, Jorge Polanco. sent me something on the Twitter. Blanco. Oh, throw to second, got him. And then Demo is out. Yeah. He was safe. They were challenging. Challenge. 5-0 Mariners. Challenge. Runners at first and second. Challenge. Runner safe, my guy. There we go. Next up, Mitch Garver. Top of the ninth, 5-0 Mariners. There's Matt going ham. He said, where the fuck the donos at? Where are the likes and the subs and the donos? Where the fuck are they at? Hey, but we've been gaining some good subs as of late, and obviously, donos on streams are going to vary from time to time, but we have been getting quite a few subs, and we're getting closer and closer to that 20,200 number. We started out today with 8 to go. We're down to 3. We're 3 more subs away from hitting 20,200, which is awesome. We've gained 5. Maybe we didn't hit the goal on the donos, but we got 5 subs and we got over 20 likes, so that's a win. Now, I don't know if any of those subs are going to stay long-term or short-term, but still, you got to look at the positives. So, yeah, I didn't know Matt was shaped like a Sour Patch Kid. Oh, baby, let's go. Matt Payton in the building. 5-0 Mariners, and I assume this is going to be Andres Munoz to close it out, right? We're not going to have Logan Gilbert in there. 8 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 4 walks, and 6 Ks. 96 pitches in, his ERA is 1.69. So what are we thinking? Is Logan Gilbert going to go back out, or are we going to have Andres Munoz come in? Just have Logan Gilbert keep going. Fuck it. Why not? But it's going to be Saucedo coming in. Damn it. All right, Taylor. You better not screw it up for us. And then all of a sudden I look up and it's 6-5 Astros and we lose. Taylor with too much salt. Leafs 0-0. Wow, that game 7 is going to go down to the wire. And I'm excited tomorrow, too, because like I said, we got WWE Backlash in France. Was the best crowd of wrestling fans I've ever heard in my life. They were chanting for 3 hours straight. It was loud. It was amazing. So I got that done early today. We're going to have a Mariner 5-0 win. That's amazing. We have tomorrow off. Mariners play at 11. Boom shakalaka, Bryce Miller. It's Miller time. And I got NASCAR Cup Series at noon. Kansas, boom shakalaka, going to be great. And then we got the Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights in the afternoon/evening. I will be a busy man tomorrow. And then we'll be back here on Monday for the Seattle Mariners and the Minnesota Twins on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, baby. Let's go. Too much sauce. Let's go, Sauciado. Oh, 1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count to Altuve. Come on, baby. We can get him out. Wild swing there. 1-2 count. Strike his ass out. Bottom of the ninth, 5-0 Seattle. 1-2 pitch from Sauce. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. Did he go? Yes, he did. There we go. A cheap K on Altuve, but we'll take it. Next up, right fielder Kyle Tucker. It's all right, Houston fans. You guys already won yesterday. Relax. And he did go around, so stop it. All right, 1 away. 2 more outs here. Let's go. Next up, right fielder, one of my favorite players, Kyle Tucker. Dribbler, throw to first. Yes, sir. 2 away. Trident's up. And last but not least, left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 2 with a base on ball and a K. Let's smoke him. Let's go. Go Mariners. Trident's up. Mariner Moose in the building. Let's go. Pitch is inside for a ball. 1-0 count. Wow. We're the only team to not play a 3-hour game out of all the teams in Major League Baseball. Foul ball almost looks fair. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, 5-0 Mariners, and let's keep it that way. Come on, baby, 1 more Sauce. I don't got the most confident in Sauce compared to others, but come on, man. One pitch to Yordan Alvarez. Pitch is outside, 2-1 count. Little cheap dribbler, just like his bunt in the first inning. Wow. Unbelievable. Next up, Alex Bregman. Let's go, baby. Finish this game. There we go, Bregman. Line drive. Yes, sir. Mariners win. Mariners win. Mariners win. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Cy Young winner, baby. Logan Gilbert. All the punchies. And when the Mariners win, what do? We dance. Mariners win. Mariners win. Mariners win. 5-0 shutout on a 3-hitter. Logan Gilbert, you are the man. 2-hitter. Let's go. That's good for my mental health, baby. Let's get it. You're the man. Best pitcher on the Mariners, hands down. And that's saying a lot because we got, 4 good ones. Let's go. Let's go. Moose Magic, baby. Well, I appreciate you guys very, very much. Matt, have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. I got to go take Paisley for another walk and eat some dinner. Enjoy this one, Mariner fans. You know I will. And again, we got to be able to win this series. So we got Bryce Miller on the mound tomorrow at 11. I will obviously watch that. Kansas race for NASCAR Cup at noon. And then we got a lot of NHL playoffs in the afternoon and evening tomorrow night. So I will be busy catching a lot of the games, but I'll spend some time with Paisley. And again, we'll be back live on Monday for the Seattle Mariners and the Minnesota Twins. And I got one question for you. Who you know talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Okay.